course, a race to find this vaccine against COVID-19. Now, giants like Pfizer, but also Sanofi have vaccine candidates, while Roche has developed an antibody test that should go on sale next month. Meanwhile, in the UK, the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, has also said that Britain will begin human trials of a coronavirus vaccine tomorrow. Now, joining us with the latest at Bloomberg Intelligence is our senior pharmaceutical analyst. He's Sam Fazeli. Sam, great to have you on the program as we really try and figure out, the truth between blurry lines. What's realistic in terms of when we can expect a vaccine in the near term, and what are the main risks to it?
Good morning, Francine. At the end of the day, it is possible, if absolutely everything goes perfectly well, with no hiccups whatsoever, to get a candidate vaccine that shows an ability to induce an immune response. That's the first thing that we'll find out. Whether it's going to be Oxford or CanSino from China or Moderna, Sanofi, Glaxo, obviously some of these companies are ahead of others. That would be the first question we'll find out the answer to. Can these things induce an immune response in patients, in individuals, that could then be extrapolated as being protective? But when we say a vaccine, in a normal world, as Severin Schwan, CEO of Roche, just said, in a normal, typical world, because you're giving vaccines to essentially healthy people who have no disease, you have to be absolutely sure that it doesn't cause a side effect. And we had a situation like that with Sanofi just recently with their dengue vaccine, which actually, in some patients, made the disease worse. And that didn't show up in the 10, 15 years while they were developing it. So that's the problem with what do we mean when a vaccine is ready.
And so how long does it, if you look at trials, how long are we thinking, Sam, that this would take from actual finding the vaccine to making sure it's safe enough to then give to a wider population?
To want to get absolute clarity on broad safety, it will take you quite a while. So you can try and do a lot of the work in parallel, and that 12 to 18 month time frame that people talk about is within that time frame. You do a lot of the work in parallel, and then hope that the safety signals that are clean, hopefully, that you see in a short term in a small group of people are representative of what will happen when you go and vaccinate millions of people. And you won't know about the disease worsening risk of a vaccine until you've been in a broad number of patients. So that should, the 12 to 18 months is possible, but that really is every single star aligning.
Sam, is academia working together with Big Pharma? I know there's a race and there's a number of speculation and trials out there. Are people working together to try and find a common solution, or is it each on their own?
No, I'm sure. We've seen the best example of that is Sanofi and GlaxoSmithKline, who have agreed to work together. These are essentially rival companies. They sell flu vaccines against each other, into the same market, let's put it that way. So I think you are seeing quite a lot of collaboration going on. You're seeing collaboration between large pharma and small biotechs, and 70-odd vaccines in development. So there has to be some collaboration going on. And at the end of the day, you need someone out there who's got the manufacturing capability and the supply chain capability to be able to deliver this and get it to the patients and individuals. So you're going to have to end up working with one of the larger pharmaceutical companies, which is what's basically going on with regards to the various collaborations that are happening.